During the Islamic conquests, there was a Persian man named Al-Hurmuzan, who was one of the Persian leaders and was known for his cunning and strategy. After the Muslims conquered Persia under the leadership of the great companion Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, may Allah be pleased with him, Al-Hurmuzan was captured and sent to Medina to be presented to the commander of the believers, Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him. When Al-Hurmuzan arrived in Medina, Umar received him with generosity and courtesy, despite him being one of the Muslims' fiercest enemies. Al-Hurmuzan sat before Umar, appearing tense and anxious, but he tried to hide it with an air of confidence and pride. The conversation began between them, and Umar asked Al-Hurmuzan, "Tell me about yourself, and what drove you to fight the Muslims?" Al-Hurmuzan replied cautiously, "O commander of the believers, I was defending my country and people, and I had no knowledge of your religion or your mission." Umar listened deeply, then said to him, "Islam did not come to humiliate people, but to free them from servitude to humans and worshipping idols, and to exalt them through worship of the one, unique God." Then he recited verses from the Quran that spoke of justice and mercy. Al-Hurmuzan sensed the sincerity in Umar's words and the purity of his heart, but he wanted to test this great man. He asked Umar to grant him safety if he embraced Islam. Umar looked at him and said in a firm yet merciful voice, "You are free to choose your religion, but if you enter Islam, you will be a Muslim like all Muslims, with no distinction or discrimination." A few days later, Al-Hurmuzan bore witness to the truth and declared his Islam, becoming one of the sincere Muslims. What impressed him was not only the teachings of Islam, but also the personality of Umar ibn al-Khattab himself. He saw in him a just leader who wronged no one, a ruler characterized by humility despite his strength, and a governor who cared for his people as a father cares for his children. Later, Al-Hurmuzan became one of the loyal advisors to the Islamic community and contributed to offering advice and guidance regarding the affairs of Persia, which helped Muslims understand the culture of those regions better. Thus, the story of Al-Hurmuzan and Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, was a fine example of the greatness of Islam and its influence on hearts, and of the personality of a great leader who enriched the world with his justice and mercy. Conclusion of the story: Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, was not just a ruler, but a model of justice and humanity. Even those who were enemies of the Muslims stood in awe of his justice and wisdom, realizing that Islam is the religion of mercy and truth.